everyone, Denise Allison here from Stratego. How's everyone doing today? Alright, so I'm so excited to be back. As most of you know, I was on vacation for almost 3 weeks in Eastern Europe, and it was great to get away and kind of turn off my brain for a bit, because even when I'm home, even when I'm not working, I'm still thinking about work. So it was good to kind of take a step back and not be thinking about work all the time, and then to come back to work with a fresh perspective on everything. And as a side note, I absolutely encourage everybody to take a vacation at least once a year, whether it's going traveling or staying at home. You really should take a break from it all every so often. And I know there's these quote cards out there that say something like, build a business you don't need a vacation from, or build a life you don't need a vacation from, but I think that's bullshit, because no matter what you're doing, no matter how much you love it, everybody needs a break here and there. It's not a passion thing, it's a burnout thing. So you need to take time for yourself, take a step back, and to come back to everything with a fresh perspective. Alright, so before I forget, I want everyone to keep an eye out on my Facebook page tomorrow, because I have a few special announcements for everybody, and just get everyone up to date on what I'm doing. And yeah, so check that out tomorrow. Alright, and another thing is, usually I print off my notes, so in case I forget what I'm saying, I have them, but I've run out of purple ink in my printer, therefore I can't print in black. Yet, I don't know, that's really weird. Anyway, so the best thing about social media is it's social. And I know that seems like a really obvious thing to say, but there's plenty of people out there that don't really seem to get it. Social media is a two-way street, and you can interact with people and talk to people and see what everyone's talking about, what needs people have, what's trending, and what needs people have, and what conversations that are having. You can get feedback from your fans, and you can see how the things you're putting out there resonate with them in real time. So that's one of the great advantages of social media, is you can see what's happening in real time. You don't need to pay a bunch of money to put out a message and then see a year later what the results are. But some people are still treating social media like a billboard, and they go on Facebook or on Instagram or wherever, and they broadcast their message, and then they leave. And this is known as content dumping. Alright, so content dumping is a lazy person's way to approach social media marketing. So it's usually combined with going online. Sorry, it's really hard, and I don't know if that sound's coming in the phone, so I'll move you a bit. So it's usually combined with that person going online, posting their message, and then leaving and not paying any attention to anything else that's happening online. Hey everyone, so I'm back. That lightning just completely took out my internet, so I needed to go make sure everything was okay. So let's get back to what we're talking about, and that was content dumping. So content dumping is when you go online and you broadcast your message, and you don't wait for feedback, and you don't really engage with anybody in any way, whether they're asking questions directly on that post or they're putting something out there and you're just not really paying attention. So this would be the same as texting your friend and giving her an update of everything that happened that week, giving the whole story, and then just not waiting for her response, and if she does respond, not saying anything. So it's a little bit rude, and it's very, very one-sided. So I've said this many times before, and I'm sure I'll keep saying it, but the whole point of social media is to build relationships. You want to build relationships with your current customers, potential customers, and even influencers out there who can share your story and your message with other people and recommend you. But you can't build those relationships if you make everything about you. It's like having a friend who is selfish and only wants to talk about themselves, right? So it's important to pay attention to what's going on. So for one thing, there could be events or anything out there that could be really helpful to you and your business, or even for personal reasons, there might be things out there that you want to attend. And the other reason is you can't really expect people to pay attention to what you're saying and take any action on it if you're not paying attention to what they're saying. So, it's my dog. So another reason that content dumping isn't doing you any favors is this algorithm. And the algorithm puts a huge emphasis on engagement. So the algorithm is going to show your post to people based on the actions they've taken on your post in the past. So for example, if I like and comment on the post of a particular page regularly, I'm more likely to see the posts I put out there in the future. And the more of those people you have, the better, because automatically more people will be seeing your posts. So if you aren't posting anything that sparks engagement, you're not going to have that engagement. So the algorithm isn't going to work in your favor. So posts with more engagement are shown to more people. So if you put something out there and more people comment or like on it, it's going to reach more people. So it starts out with a little bit of people, and then the more people who engage with it, it's like a snowball effect. The more people who are engaging, the more people are going to see it. But if you continually don't respond to comments on your post or their questions, people are gonna realize this, and they're gonna stop asking because you're not responding to them. And so in the future, you're gonna have pretty low engagement, which means barely anyone's gonna see your posts to begin with. All right, so I could go on about this for a while. So if there's any questions, feel free to ask them in the question box. So I think we're gonna wrap up for today. The point of today is don't content dump. So if you have a message to share, definitely go out there, share it, but post it in a way that's engaging and encourages your audience to comment on it or share your post or anything like that, and stick around to respond to any comments or questions. And then another thing is to pay attention to what other people are saying online and comment on what they're doing and show them the same type of feedback that you want to get from them. So it really is a two-way street. So the goal is to create conversations and build relationships. All right, so before I sign out, I just want to remind everyone again to check out my Facebook page tomorrow, where I'll be announcing a few things and announcing a special offer. So thanks, everyone. Sorry for the thunder and the internet disconnection, and thanks for sticking around. And I'm glad to be back, and I'll see everybody soon.